convict, so I got stabbed, got into a couple scuffles or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I had a knife out, boom, 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 whatever. Thought it was, said the cop coming this way, boom, try to run back. They put me in a 3D.
Got a moment when they see you down, just know they love it.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Bounce Back. I'm your host Bobby. I got a special guest with me today. He could tell it better than me though. Why don't you introduce yourself, tell the people where you're from, a little bit about yourself, my guy.
My name is Steca. I'm from Somerville, Massachusetts, from Clarendon Hill projects. That's Route 16 by Doughboy Field, right there on the West Somerville section of Somerville. So, for you Cambridge guys, if you're in NC, take Route 16 eastbound, you know what I mean? Or, so it's like, it's multiple directions, but that's just so you could kind of get it.
That area, right?
Right.
Arlington, North Cambridge.
Right,
there.
Somerville, yep, West Medford.
So we know, I know Cambridge is East Cambridge, West Cambridge, we got the port, the coast. How is Somerville broken down? I know you got East Somerville, Winter Hill.
Right.
Talk about how it's broken down.
So, everything when it comes to breakdown has to do with era and, 90s, race,
right.
If it's in the urban sense of it, let's say Winter Hill, and then there's East Somerville, then there's Clarendon Hill projects, that's on the West Somerville side, and then there's Mystic projects, that's like off Mystic Ave, close to 93, right there by Assembly Road, that direction. So, but then you got, if you're a neighborhood, a lot of kids, they used to rep their parks, so like certain.
I remember Lincoln Park was the thing
Right,
growing
Lincoln
up. The
Park,
Lincoln Park kids,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Those
okay.
were more like the hockey kids.
Got
you
you.
have the Kelly Park, that's more like by Summer Street, like that runs parallel with Highland Ave and Somerville Ave, if you know Somerville. Then you got Lexington Park, that's close to Davis Square. You got Prospect Hill Park, then you got Trump Field. I don't want to say it's a white thing because there's black kids repping that on the Albion Park. So, it's just, some people, when your kids congregate in a certain area, it's not like that side street's known, they'll rep the park.
Right.
Like a projects, I don't care, I'm not from Marcy or Baltimore, but that I'm from here.
Right.
So it's easier to distinguish.
So it's more like, okay, so it's not like I rep the whole West Somerville.
No. I just rep
type.
my projects because the people
you.
I step out, projects a little bit more like.
Projects got their own culture.
Community, yeah. And then it's like you can't really not know somebody because every time you come out the door, we all have to go out this exit or that exit. So those 9 people got the same exit, you know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about what's going on over there right now. They just pretty much tearing it down.
So right now, gentrification.
Yep.
It's happening. It's Cambridge, Somerville, Boston, we're a hot spot. A lot of out-of-towners. Some people call it yuppies. I don't want to be derogatory about it because at the same time, they are bringing certain type of money towards the city that the city's never done. Certain resources, you see they're quicker to build, but at the same time, certain residents don't feel like that they're not catered to the same way they cater to people who are just coming into our cities.
I hear that.
So that always causes a division. I'm not saying they're bad people,
Right. No,
because you have your right to live wherever you want.
Absolutely.
But with that being said, they're breaking down my old neighborhood, which was projects, looks like Charlestown, looks like Washington Elm, Jackson Place, I don't know, whatever you call it, Heath Street.
Just
brick buildings.
Yeah.
So they're breaking that down, and then they're gonna make it mixed income development. So that means they're gonna keep a certain amount for Section 8, but then they're gonna keep it for market rent.
Yeah.
So that means that some of the people who are from there, they're gonna have to get out of here. Take this voucher from somewhere that's convenient for you. It might take your Section 8 somewhere where it might be less convenient. You might go to Canton.
Right.
But
it kind of is like anything that's good and bad.
Right. It's a yin and a yang.
I noticed that in Cambridge too. Like going down to the parks and stuff. Like wow, it's really vibrant. There's people playing like volleyball and stuff like that. But I'm like, I just wish the people who grew up here can enjoy it.
On dead dogs, bro.
So it's like. That's what I mean. Some people are still there and they are getting to enjoy it, but I'm like a lot of people, in order for it to be like that, a lot of people got to get, kicked out, and they got to bring people who are gonna put more money.
More money into the economy. People who like, I guess, America is selective giving a fuck. It's not. It's bigger than race. It's haves and have-nots.
All right,
Cool. So you know how that game goes.
Absolutely. All right, man. So, what age did you start getting in trouble with the law?
Okay.
And for what?
So my first case was when I was 18. But, growing up in the projects, it's obviously an impoverished area compared to most people. I mean, streets ain't exclusive to no hoods. Like, streets is for whoever wants to pay the price of admission, you know what I'm saying? But, when you're in a impoverished area, I'm Haitian descent. I'm American, but my mom's Haitian American, just to clear.
Yep.
Skin color black, ethnicity, Haitian American, right? Just to break it down, everybody, not to get too political, but just so if you get it. So, my dad died when I was 5'6". Don't know him like that. I mean, my mom, obviously, they was married. My mom's still married, so she came to this country late 80s, and obviously without a male presence. My mom, great mom's, not like my mom's the reason why I end up the way I end up. But you already know, I'm sure you know Haitians. You grew up in Cambridge. They work, our parents work hard, just like Portuguese, just like any immigrant.
Right.
Like most immigrant parents work hard, so obviously she can't watch me.
And she might not know the signs of like my kids like,
right,
in the streets, right?
She's too tired. I didn't get beat. I know you're saying I'm Haitian. No, not me. I didn't have that. My mom worked too hard to beat me. Whatever, I got like a little, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, my mom has 4 kids. Came to America, her husband. She's a widowed, so then my mom's too tired to really monitor what I'm doing. So, I try to have discretion with what I did. But for the most part, just to, make a long story short, growing up, I liked history, I liked science, I liked sports. I wasn't a kid who just wanted to be, it was never my thing to engage, but at the same time, it wasn't too far from me, because when you grow up in the projects, you grow up with all different types of people, especially
a lot of your friends are into that.
Right, and it's not even just that. Like when I was younger, I seen needles on the floor. Like when you're in the project, it's an easy play, tie up. I've seen older cats who were older than me, Bligs making plays in front of me, but it wasn't something that interested me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so
try to be a normal kid.
What was that first case though?
The first case was weed.
Weed case.
Yeah,
that was your first adult case?
That was my first time I've been arrested.
But you were an adult. You said you were 18.
I was 18.
You were 18.
I was a senior.
Okay.
3 months before graduation at that, so.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Was it distribution?
Possession? Yes, it was, possession intent. There was 5 ounces. There's a few of us in the car. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, I knew what I was doing at that point. I was 18. I was well seasoned in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So.
My first adult case was a weed distribution
right,
case.
So
myself,
5
I ended up getting 18 months suspended with 2 years probation. What was your
My plea bargain was 6 months suspended and 1 year probation.
Okay.
So I got arrested in 2009 March, and I pled out 2011 January, but I caught a case 2010. While I was fighting the weed case for basically like they tried to say a home invasion, but it was ended up getting dropped to armed burglary. So I got held. That was the first time I was actually in jail. Right, I was 19 years old. I was in the old Cambridge jail. I was in the what was I? 18. Oh wait, I was.
So you violated the terms of your bail,
pre-trial,
or your release, even if it was a personal
right,
problem. You violated
exactly.
that terms with the new case, so people know. And this is what happens.
This is terminology. Okay, so we got to break it down. I was fighting the weed case. I bailed out $40. First time I ever been arrested, and I was fighting that case. But at that time, I was already in the streets. So what I mean. Although it wasn't mine, it wasn't my. But I did have shit too on me, so that was just a case where dudes had some bud, got pulled over by Trumpfield, bada boom, bada bang. Obviously, they asked me who it's for. I don't say nothing, and then boom, arrest you. And then one of my kids I used to hang out with said it was someone else that's deported. You know, not to be out here and say, oh, rat, like whatever. But you know, if you know, you know, type situation. But at that time, we still have to go through fighting the case. I got caught with blood in my socks because my boy's first case, he was like, yo, he's like, yo, they got strip us naked. I'm like, shit, I got blood on me and shit, like bagged up and shit, like 10 bags. And then somehow, some way, I'm just like, yo, fuck you better off just keeping 100 with them. So I'm like, yeah, I got blood on me, whatever. So that's what fucked me up.
Yeah.
I ended up pleading the possession with intent later on. But, you know, back to the 2010 situation, I was still fighting that case. So then I got arrested for armed burglary. They tried charges for home invasion. You know, some people said.
So and then you was held in Cambridge jail.
I was held in Cambridge jail.
Now that was around the time that it was ready to close down.
Right. It was 2010 March. I was there for a week. I was in the 18th dorm.
Were you there when all that shit was popping off?
No. That was 2013.
Okay. Oh, okay.
That was 2013, 2014 when Jerry Remy and then the asbestos, the water. Nah. That was. I was only in Cambridge for that bit for a week. I got into an argument. That was when they were shipping dudes to Billerica. They were on their way to...
They were opening the new jail.
Right, all that stuff. So I was in Cambridge jail. I remember I got into an argument with a CEO. I was young. They were watching Bruins. And I took the remote, I'm like, watch the Celtics. Obviously, I'm argumentative and I'm very sensible to sports. That was prior to Bruins winning the championship. So... Like, I'm like, dude, well, watch the Celtics. He's like, well, no one's even paying. I'm like, well, we're going to watch it because you know why? We won the championship. So that takes precedence. When's the last time Brewers won? 1972. Watch the Celtics.
Plus, you're arguing with a CO, though. That
and I
ain't
was
your TV,
just
bro.
mad.
Who cares?
I was just ignorant. I was dumb.
The CO needed to fall back from
that.
I
was
you
just
can watch
mad.
TV at home, bro.
I just did it. I just know I'm not no super tough, fucking crazy dude. But we all got our bad days. That day I wasn't having it. Next day, I'll stack that backpack and shit, go to Billerica. I'm like, Billerica? For what?
Right.
I'm in Cambridge jail. I'm from Somerville. My candies come get visits. I'm like, yo, nah, for what? What I do?
Yep.
And boom. And they sent me to Billerica. I ended up being in 9. I don't even know what.
One of them pods. So how long?
No, that was pre-trial. It was like 19H. It was the old
the
side.
old building still.
That's why when you posted the punching bag. I remember that.
From the okay.
Yeah. So I was with a few people up there and shit. So that was my first time I got held for a month and a half, 2 months, one of them 60 days, but I ended up beating the case. And I actually wrapped up from the hole. So I was in I'll tell you a funny story. So it was I was in the gym where the boxing bag is and white dude, a black dude. I was actually cool with both of them. You know what I mean? They both were actually cool dudes, but dude slipped up, said a bitch word, and dude didn't want to really do nothing about it because it's cool with him. But when you're pre-trial, you're in jail, can't let someone call bitch. So dudes gaslighted. You know how jail is. If you've been there, you've been there.
Yeah.
So, they gaslighted. Then they get to they start scrapping. So this was the first fight I saw. No, that was another fight that popped off when I was in Cambridge jail. That was quick. I see a couple fights. I'm like, oh, shit, that's just crazy. Boom, boom. Everybody's taking a knee. I don't know why we taking a knee for. You feel me? So I'm just like, yo, these niggas is back. I'm the last two. My man, he did time in Nash in South Bay. He ends up pulling me. He ends up pulling me down. I'm like, yo, what the fuck you doing? He's like, yo, nigga, you crazy, nigga. If this was Nash South Bay, them cops would kill you. I'm like, oh, all right, cool. They lugged the dudes. So now I'm in my cell. It's the aftermath, after trial and shit. Then they're like, boom, boom, Steca. Yeah, you gotta go infirmary. Dude's like, yo, don't go to setup. Like, what do you mean? Jail, they have you do all types of shit, asbestos shots. They put in all types of. I think it's just a normal procedural thing. It's my first time. Boom, I go. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I've been infirmary. This don't look like the infirmary. What's that devil? Boom. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, psh. I'm like, yo. Yeah, in the hole, in SAG. I'm like, SAG, what the fuck did I do?
Damn.
I'm like, yo, what the hell? What the fuck I do? Boom, go to D-boy. They're like, yeah, you could have enticed the race riot, boom, boom, boom.
About not taking
I was like,
knee.
dude, I was rooting for the white guy. They're like, oh, well, yeah, but you're still enticing right. They take a knee. I'm like, yo, why do you have to say race riot? What the fuck you talking about?
Make shit about race.
You're
when
going
it
to
ain't
run the
about
camera.
race.
I'm cool with both dudes. So, I just said that. I wasn't rooting for no one. I just said
You
that. Just to make them look stupid.
Right. I copy. But it was pretty much because you didn't take that knee.
Right. That's just a little jail bullshit. So that's my first time. That was only 45 days. I ended up being the armed burglary case. I'm not really gonna get to that, but that's not what happened. Everyone beat the case. There was just some.
So, but now you still got that weed charge.
I still got the weed charge. So
right,
now,
what's going on?
2010. So I come home. I was in there chopping it up with, Get Money dudes. I was getting money too at the time, but it wasn't like, I wasn't really like, it's a
Getting money
perspective.
on the
I
inside?
got money, but it wasn't like, you're getting your foot wet. I'm 19. I was always someone I like to do things.
What kind of things was you doing? Was you
So
doing the
at
poker
that
table,
time,
running
I
a
saw-
store?
Okay, no, I was getting money in the streets.
Oh, okay, but yeah.
So no.
'cause
I
now
was
you
in jail,
out.
just
No,
working out. So
copy.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I was already getting money, but I was going to Bunker Hill. I was trying to do fire and safety.
Okay.
So, I didn't want to always look like a fuck up. You know what I mean? My sister is a pharmacist, went to Mass Coughlin. My other sister went to BC. My brother went to the
Make
military.
your mom proud, too.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It was one of those things.
We
but
be
I
selfish
knew-
thinking it's about us.
Yeah,
And like, you know what I mean?
so I was
Sometimes-
already like kind of fucked up, but I still was moving, working, whatever. I'm fighting this case. So I go to jail, I chop it up with dudes, meet real dudes, meet mad fiends. Then I really kicked up my hustling up to a notch. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting real amount of work. To my perspective at my age at that time.
Right.
So, I'm getting money. I'm selling. I have an appeals, and this does not have to do with this case. Okay? This is some old shit.
Yeah.
We gotta put that disclosure.
Nah,
So,
just by the timeline alone,
Yeah,
you know what I
it's
mean?
right, so we
it's
can say
past,
that,
It's way
so-
past. It's like
yeah, so
10
that,
years at least.
Right, so 2010, I'm getting money, I'm selling crack, selling dope. I'm just doing the most, I'm just whatever. I was getting my hands on that shit. And then I was getting a buddy, goods, ups, downs, I was 19. Going to 20. So 2011, long story short. So after I got out of jail, I was out for 15 months. And I caught a case in my projects for possession with intent.
Did you still have, now by that time, did you finish your probation? Were you still on that
I
probation?
ended up pleading out to the weed case, 6 months suspended, a year probation
Yep.
on January 2011.
Oh,
and
oh,
I
you were still
ended up
fighting it,
catching
yeah.
the case in September 2011. I ended up catching possession with intent crack, possession with intent crack, possession with intent dope, Class A, Class B.
And that violated your
Right, so
probation.
then I
So
got
that's
held.
the same as me, bro.
I
But
got
go ahead.
held in Cambridge jail for 30 days, but they didn't surrender me. I got a paid lawyer. I ended up I had Maria Curtatone, which is Joe Curtatone's sister. That was the mayor of Somerville from like 05 to like 2016. Ended up catching them crazy federal stuff, but he's not the mayor no more, whatever. But, she was a good mayor. Not good mayor, good lawyer. But I ended up losing. So 20, 30 niggas ended up having her, but somehow, some way, I ended up getting convicted. I ended up catching 2-year conviction. So, I ended up catching that case, get held for 30 days. They reinstated my probation, put me on drug test, then they put me, I ended up going to trial, but I ended up pleading out like right during trial. They had everything.
The day
ready for me.
trial. I did
So
the
I
same
get
thing.
boom. They're like, yo, this is for you right here. You got this much count, blah, blah, boom.
So that charge was also the second and subsequent offense, right?
No, that was a subsequent. That was
Oh,
my
okay.
first
Oh, that-
conviction.
okay,
So
copy.
at that time, I've been in jail a couple times, but that was my first conviction. Boom, 2013, 2015. I did 2 years for school zone, possession intent with A, possession intent Class B, resisting arrest. I had like a knife on me, some shit. I had an open knife, at that time. So, the cops were pissed because like I thought it was, I'm in my project hallway. I see one coming here. I already got stabbed by a big ass white dude before, so I was on some bullshit at that time. Whatever, I was selling dope, dealing with like,
Dude tried to rob you?
with
Is that
bad
why?
dudes. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So I already had that PTSD.
Yeah.
If you sold dope, this was before Fetty. This was young kids weren't doing dope. When I was selling dope in 2011, it was like 40, 50-year-old hardcore Irish, Italian white dudes.
Been
You know
to
what I
State
mean?
Print, been to
Yeah, they did
Walpole
state
and
print.
shit,
It wasn't
yeah.
now. You're seeing 17, 18-year-old
Been to Walpole, stuff like that. There's some serious-ass
you know what I'm saying?
crackheads, bro, no
Right,
lie.
great. So I wasn't like, it's not like now. Now you see 17-year-old kids on dope. It was really like convicts. So I got stabbed, got into a couple scuffles, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I had a knife out. Boom, boom, boom. Whatever. Thought it was, see the cop coming this way. Boom, try to run back. They put me in a 3D. Boom, head lock, ankle lock, figure 8, whatever. Cause they're like, oh, you got a knife, whatever. Pulled out the blick, only put it back in my head. I'm like, whatever. Boom. So that case is the case I caught 2011. Boom. I had to take, I ended up taking 2 years. That was my first sentence. Yeah, Billerica. That shit was longer than my state, baby.
2 years in Billerica is a long time.
Yeah,
bro.
you know what I'm saying? Billerica, there is no
You better off
rack.
doing 3 upstate, and you could get the 12 and a half.
And that's what people don't understand. Like,
this whole time.
I don't talk about jail in the sense of like, oh, which one's crazier, tougher. No, Billerica's bad because I don't care about all that shit. Whatever shit. Whatever pops off, that's jail.
That shit does pop off in
shit
there.
pops off in Billy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just don't happen as frequent as Nash or as frequent as Pelican Bay or Rikers. That's anything. Anything you can perspective. But nigga, yo, locked. Upstate, you got them. There ain't no microwave, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no microwave. Billerica's lukewarm water.
Lukewarm.
You know what I'm saying? So when I went upstate, I see microwave. I'm like, oh shit, nigga, we lit up in this motherfucker see me. I'm like, oh yeah. And then, we get TV and ourselves. And then I remember,
and
like,
that goes to show how fucked up our mindset
our perspective,
is. Because it's like, yo,
mindset.
this is ill.
Right.
I could do time here. Like, this is cool. Jail ain't never cool, bro. That shit ain't never normal.
And we don't want to wear a badge of honor.
No, I know, but that's how our mindset really is.
So that's how
at
your
the time.
mindset, you know, I'll just say it, because I did a 2-year Billy. Shit was long. You know, went from A part, graduated the drug program twice. Did CWP, some cell phone bullshit. I go in the hole for a month. And all types of weird fucking extra bull. Got to a fight. You know what I mean? Bunch of bullshit.
You want to fight?
No, I got to a fight.
After?
I'll just say just the stuff. I got to a fight with a kid I was cool with.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the jokes went too far. And, you know how jail is. You can't really crack joke.
Especially in front of people, because people are going to twist it.
Yeah, he said, because I'm not going to lie, we were joking, and then he was there for, like, robbing, like Dunkin' Donuts for, like, $20. I kind of was talking shit, like, dude, you was here robbing Dunkin' Donuts. So I'm like, I don't know what made me say that.
Right.
But I said that, then he was like, oh yeah, you act like you were Pablo Escobar. You got caught with 250 and 5 bags of dope and 3 bags of crack. I'm like, okay. Like, I got 8 of my plays in this unit right now. I'm like, yo, Trump. I'm not going to say no name. My fault. Let me not say nothing. Because he was getting high. I don't know what he's doing in life. He might be doing good.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, so I'm like,
that's funny.
If all of them have $40, that's $320 right there. That's more than what you fucking got for your bullshit, mom. Right. Said some shit, said some fuck Haitian earthquake will feed your fair. I'm like, yo, chill, don't say that. And whatever, I fucking lost the basketball. I actually let it slide. I lost the basketball game. 5 hours later, I'm like, yo, fuck him, sucker.
That shit was it eating at you?
It was eating at me, because he said it in front of 9 people. So I'm just kind of like,
did I take that short?
Yeah. So I thought about it, and then, you know, I just kind of left it alone. I thought he was gonna come apologize. I lost the basketball game, so it was like last rec. One of them intense games, just like ABC Sunday. You guys say, when I win, it's a badge of honor. Like, when you're in that mind state, you know, sports.
You look
white dudes playing handball. It's the last rec. You know what I'm saying? Shit's intense. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like, I think it was like a Friday night, whatever, boom, boom, the radios will be popping. It's just, whatever. It's just some jail shit. I lost the basketball game, got 10, boom, whatever, hit him, boom, got to a fight. So the Billerica bit was just a bunch of bullshit. I read some books. I didn't learn my lesson at all. Yeah. I ain't give a fuck. Yeah, what do you do out there? What do you do out there? It'll come out 2015 for the 2 years. And, you know, at that point now, I'm more. You know, so I know more shit. Right. Now I know someone who'll take your hat off and did it before. Now I know someone who could boom, boom, boom. Now you're outsourcing yourself. Because people don't realize prison's an institution. So this is why.
It's like a college for criminals. Sometimes people try to become better criminals.
It's just an institution. Because in college, there's people selling weed. Trust me, this shit is not exclusive to 91. I've been around Blue Bloods. They were doing stuff that they're not supposed to be doing. They might be a stockbroker. So this is why I say it's an institution. I didn't learn my lesson. I didn't give a fuck. fuck it, you're getting more work. Now I'm getting serious amount of work, and I'm around some people who do more shit. I'm around people who are not from this city, I mean my city, and not from this state. They're people who, you know, whatever. So I'm not trying to say too much. I'm not
But
trying
then
to
you
wear a badge
eventually
on.
got this caught up, and that's
Then
where the
I
second
got
sub,
caught
the
up.
second
sub. So
same as me.
the
What
second
I
sub, which I'm actually still appealing, you know what I mean? But just to go that case, because they gassed that case up. They
Oh, for sure, bro. They
so
used
we
the
have
word,
to paraphrase it.
bro. They used the word when I got my first one when I was selling a dime bag of weed. They used the word criminal enterprise. I couldn't believe it. Like, what? I was just selling weed so I could smoke for free because my fucking mother's poor and on welfare.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like, and just to have stuff just to get stuff that parents give them. A lot of my friends, just to keep up. Not even with the Joneses, just to keep up with the middle class. Not even keeping up with the.
Yeah, just
keeping
be
up
able
with
to
the middle
get
class.
sneaker. Not
With
to
my middle class
mention-
friends, you know, a lot of, like you said, I got a lot of Portuguese friends. Their parents come over, they work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Houses and stuff like that.
Yeah, that'll be
And that's
a better
great. You know what I
situation.
mean? I just didn't have
That
that head
situation.
start. I didn't. You know what I mean?
And that's exactly what it is.
And that's why I was drawn. It was easier. Like, I'm already smoking weed. Motherfuckers
that's
is
why I
asking,
was
yo,
selling.
where'd you get weed? And you kind of
Yeah,
start like,
put
yeah, I
two
can
and
get
two
your weed.
together.
You middleman a couple times. Then it's like, I'm going to just get a rope.
And you know
then I'm
what?
going to get a, whatever, Q. And then boom, boom, boom.
That's crazy. And like my story really is similar to how I got to the streets. You know what I mean? Like, you smoking a little weed and, you know, whatever. Like, girls like to smoke weed. Some of those girls like smoking with certain girls. Not all girls, but so I'm gonna smoke this. You know what I'm saying? You know, you get to that, then you're like, damn, I gotta keep up with this habit I got of weed and liquor. So, you know, you start, you know, trying to think my shit.
Just keep your voice up on that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no, you cool. You good.
My thing was path of least resistance to get money. You know what I mean? It was never for fame. It was never to be cool. I had an older brother, so I never really had to like, you know, people knew my family. I'm not saying I'm lit, but I was a well-known person.
I feel like for me too, it's like that's what most of at least the dudes that I was chilling with, they was getting money like that too. And it wasn't really like if the dudes I was looking up to, if they was all working, I'd have probably been like, yo, put me on. You know what I'm saying? But they're all hustling, so I'm like, yo, put me on.
That's the
And that's really
neighborhood.
what it was. And that was not having that positive male role model, the father figure. So those older kids were like more that who I looked towards that, and they was just kids guiding kids too. So it's like, it's no offense, I love them. They're my big bros to this day. They're the bro. I don't got a big brother. I'm the oldest, so them are my big bros. You know what I mean? The dudes from the neighborhood.
And this is what I'm trying. This is why I say institution. You see how this is the story. You see dudes, boom, boom. That's how I got into it. And when I got locked up, I was chasing it more. So I'm like, how can I could make it more? Okay, now this guy here, he really gets a lot of things. This guy here, he does a lot of things. This guy here, he do a lot of things. So now I'm really like more deep into this shit. I'm coming home I'm 24 years old. I know people who are grabbing a serious amount of stuff. So now I'm more known than I was beginning, I was dealing with bad work, things complaining, fucking yeah, your fucking shit's fucking trash. Now I know
But even
people
that dudes
who
always
solve
know, yo, Stack got it. Like, even me, it's just for doing it so long.
For
like,
doing
yo,
it for so
They just
long.
know. Like, it
So-
started with me. Like, my friends I was like selling coke at a young age, and my friends weren't doing it. But then now my friends, we get to like 19, 20. Now they're doing it. They got friends doing it. They're like, yo, oh yeah, B got that. Send them my way.
Just like you
And
said, you go to jail, you meet your people.
Meet
So you meet people from
plugs,
different cities, you
whatever.
meet plugs. So now I get deep into it. I end up catching a case. 8 months, 8 months from when I came home.
Damn.
Bro,
All
it's so crazy. I passed.
So how long before now you get arrested? How long before you got arrested for the second sub? Were you held without bail? Did you make bail?
No. I actually, so I caught a case, a conspiracy case.
Okay.
Well, my boy, he got caught for some shit, but he ended up fessing up to it. But he said, I don't know in the beginning or whatever, but he ended up fessing up to it, so they arrested me. Boom, I bailed out of that case, but I ended up being that later, but I was still fighting it when I caught the second sub.
Then they
I
held
got
you
caught
without
in
bail.
the airport. They said, I was here. You know what I mean? They
shit.
had a warrants. I didn't even know whatever. I didn't know I had warrants. And boom, this is still appealing this shit. So I'm
right.
not
Yeah, so
trying
you
to
don't
get
gotta
too
get into
much.
the
So
actual
I got
case,
the
but-
second sub. I lost trial to that case. I got 3.5.
When you lost trial to second sub and got 3.5?
Yeah, I didn't
I
get
fucking
caught.
pled out to 3.5 the
Yeah,
day
that's
of
it.
trial. But because they were at the time, I don't know if they might have changed the law when you caught your case, but mine was like 5 years mando for the second and sub, they were mandatory with the 2.5 on and after for the school zone.
Yeah, that's what school zone charges they dropped because
Before trial?
No, but I didn't even get charged with
Charged with
school zone because school zone was one of those things that was highly investigated because densely populated cities.
Like
are
Cambridge,
always-
everywhere's a school zone.
Somerville, I got caught in a Project Hallway. I had to do school zone.
Yeah.
So ever since after 2015, they really don't charge dudes for school zones like
Right.
that. Because if you live in a
need to go
densely
back
populated city,
Everywhere's a fucking
you have
school
nowhere
zone.
to fight. You know what I mean? So I lost trial, 3.5. Boom, boom.
You
girl
went to
testified.
Walpole
I went
for
to
classification?
I went to Walpole for classification.
Now walk me through that because there's one thing, like, yeah, jail is jail, county and Billerica, but then now you go up to
Alright,
Walpole and
so
you hear,
now
and you always
Walpole-
we always make things out to be bigger in our head. Then,
Nah, it still
like,
got
it's
the
real.
look, but
It's real.
you know why it's real? Because in county, a lot of people who are pre-trial, they're fighting, they still have a chance. And if you do sentence time, a lot of people on their way out. So when you do 2 years in county, you're the guy who's the guy that's,
long-
damn, you've been there for a minute, bro.
Right. See
I mean,
people
you
come
see,
and go 5 times.
I see people, no, bro, I see
Bro.
dudes coming 4 times. I'm like, damn. But now it's like, shit, now you with the whole state now, you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Dudes just
fuck,
caught
I just
crazy
lost trial,
sentences,
okay.
too.
Yeah,
So dudes got nothing to lose.
Yeah, dudes
It's
got nothing to
different.
lose. They just came in.
Class of Walpole's
So-
class, so it's all people
Dudes don't
fresh
give a fuck.
sentences.
It's institution. So you got dudes who've been waiting trial for 2-3 years. I'm walking, you know what I mean? I'm from Somerville, so Somerville doesn't have I mean, there's people in prison who are from Somerville. A lot
Same
of them
with
were
Cambridge.
white. You feel me? In prison,
right,
the
right,
politics
right.
different. I
Different,
never
yeah,
played
yeah.
that race. I've been cool.
Right,
ever,
but like,
prison, you know, if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What's understood on these sets.
so who'd you go with, the Boston dudes?
So I was cool.
Haitians? How did
Right,
they go?
right. So when I first came in, just like you said, Walpole, I don't know. The first dude I actually was talking to was Springfield kid dude, because I was with a dude.
Did you recognize? Did you know anybody when you went to Walpole from county? 'Cause I
Later
Okay.
on, I knew dudes on the street, but the first initial time I got in there, B2, I was at B2. None of them dudes I knew. The first dude I was cool with, rest in peace, El Vigor. He was a Springfield dude. I was with his older man's Q. Q got caught
From
a case.
Springfield, bro. That.
Yeah, not that Q.
Oh, yeah,
It
yeah,
was
oh, yeah,
another
we
Q,
had
but
this
I know that.
conversation. Yeah,
Nah,
yeah, that hurt,
Nah, I heard of him. He was nasty. Rest in peace. He was nasty. at ball.
Basketball, yeah.
So I was with the dude Q. Boom, boom. I guess he was, one of them dudes out there. So like, oh, yo, that's my older man, that guy. Boom. Springfield kid introduced me another kid. Smitty, he's doing 15 for smack. Boom. He introduced me Grime. He's from the Ave and their hood. Sycamore, they got beef with his older dude. That's like their version of fucking Heath Street and H Block and
Right, they got
whatever
their own
politics is going on right now. But that's their thing
Right.
over there. So I'm like, oh, all right, boom, boom. And then I was on the phone with some Boston kid. I was living around Mattapan, Dorchester area. I said a street. I was like, yeah, boom, boom. Something about Wildwood or something. He was like, yo, you from the Bean? I'm like, nah, I'm from Somerville. He's like, nigga, I thought you was a Springfield nigga. I'm like, why? He's like, cause you be talking to them all the time. I'm like, yeah, I know it's older man. I'm like, I don't know none of you niggas. You know what I mean?
Talk to who talk to
I
me.
just talk to who I talk. You know what I'm saying? I don't know no one here. Like I'm from when I go to Billerica, it's you did anything with us.
Right,
White,
right,
black,
right.
Spanish, Cambodian, everybody fuck with me.
Yep.
I didn't know no one in that section. Boom, whatever. You know what I'm saying? There was fights popping off, dudes getting checked off for gangster shit, blood crime. A lot of politics.
Yeah.
Walpole was just a little bit more, but I got cool with a couple of guys, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They was whatever. They were from Boston. Got cool with them. Started kicking it with them more.
Right.
So shit's cool. A couple of Dominican dudes, they were there for fucking same shit I was in there for. Chopped it up with them. Cool. You know what I mean? So, everything was alright, and couple situations where, and you sure could probably relate because you see, it's that little cocky shit. So, dudes say serious shit like, yeah, you say you don't get it popping like that. You know what I'm saying? Well, the guy, whatever. I don't.
Whatever,
I'm like,
but I do.
But
I do. What's
but
up?
see, I know how to say that. I'm like, first of all, I'm like, kid, you're not talking to something. Now I'm a little cocky. I done shit.
right.
I got people
Like,
would
what you
say
trying to say?
$20,000. They arrested me. I had Ben's keys. I got shit to back up. I've been places, and not just I've been places with people who do the same things here,
Right.
not in Massachusetts. You know what I'm saying? Not to wear it as a badge of honor. Just saying. So now I'm like, yeah, but you don't get money like me, nigga.
Right.
And they got no niggas in cities that have more bodies than Boston, and I'm good, nigga. Your tough is here.
Right.
You're gonna act like a head. What you trying to say, nigga? What you trying to say, bro? Now it's like, oh, boom, those squads, chill, we all black, cool, dapped it up, whatever. So, little shit like that. Yeah. There's a little politics I'll say with a boss to table. When I first got in, and a kid, I'm not gonna say his name because I'm cool with his peoples, and it got resolved. But he's like, "Yo, bro, where you from?" Like, I'm from Somerville. Like, it's a boss table. I'm like, well, I mean, I don't see Somerville, nigga. I'm like, it's the closest shit. I'm saying, he's like, yo, I don't got issues with you, but boom, boom, boom. It's Boston, it's some politics. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. He's like, but I was chilling. He didn't make me get up. Nothing. He just say, he's like, yo, it's Boston. You know what it is. Like,
was he saying, like, if a homeboy comes in, you gotta get off the table?
Yeah, he just said, he was more saying, like,
if you sitting here, you gotta ride with us.
Yeah, basically, like you're not from
sit.
Somerville. You're like, I got politics that ain't got nothing to do with you. I'm not getting your part. Like, he was talking shit, but he's just kind of like, cool, whatever.
Right.
Said nothing. But little they know, a lot of people fuck with me because I knew their peoples. So I didn't know them. 3 degrees separation. We said that many times. So they'll call, yo, that's my man. Yo, You're like, yeah, yo. I know you're a fat nigga. You don't look like that nigga was doing his thing. I don't know you getting money. I know you don't look like one of them super niggas. I know he ain't super fly like that. He's kind of just eats and shit. Like, I be eating. I be like,
doing
watching TV. Like, you see how I am. I'm always in court. I'm like, dude, I'm already fucked. I'm like, I'm just gonna be chilling. I said,
what did you catch for that state bid? How much time?
I got 3.5, and then I was still fighting a gun charge.
Did you get any of that credit? Sitting trial?
Yeah, I only got 2 months. I only got 2 months.
I got 88 days for mine.
I got caught with I got a gun charge. I actually played out this. I got caught with a gun charge in Cambridge.
They can't do double jeopardy.
Right. Right, so I got played out to that, but that's what actually gave me my 60 days, boom. Was upstate. Boom,
so you're in Walpole. Where'd you get classified to?
I got classed to Norfolk, which was a blessing in the skies.
Bro,
you know what I mean?
I try to get
not in the blessing in the sense of doing the bit just.
No, but everybody who knows Norfolk's kind of the stop you want to be at. Like, a lot of lifers want to get there. Like, but it's pretty strict too. I heard.
Yeah, no, it used to be strict, but
because they know everyone's trying to get there.
Right, they know everyone's getting there.
Don't
they click
step
the
on
ship
their lawn.
out.
I heard you don't want to step on the lawn.
Yeah, they loosened up.
Like
they're not as rigid as
okay.
they used to be, but this is why I say prisons.
Do they still got the Ben and Jerry's?
Yeah, they had the ice cream. They got the, I ain't gonna lie. But this is making the right, we were eating, like, it makes a difference. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, like, don't get it twisted. Norfolk is the place that probably, it's the biggest camp. I mean, that's the most, the whole Shirley compound, but, like, as far as the medium, it got the most dudes. So, I went to Norfolk. This is my top. So I walk in with my bag. Shit looks like Tufts University. Tops. I'm like, what the fuck? I see dudes walking. I see dudes. Oh man, I'm getting all animated. Fuck.
I know we're losing. It's all good. We're losing your head. Yeah, that's why we need a cameraman. Whoever want to be a cameraman can pull up, bro.
So I'm carrying my bags. I see a dude walking with a dog. I'm like, what the fuck? See a dude walking with a dog. I seen.
So you seen a lot of shit.
I seen, dudes with female parts, dudes holding hands with that guy. I'm like,
what the fuck? So there's dogs, this fucking.
Because Walpole's transition, so dudes have the county mindset. They don't know what's coming to them.
Dudes ain't
fighting. You're not really settled in. Dudes are still fighting, checking dudes off.
Yeah, you get to where you go. Dudes
so
been
when you
down
get to
for 20
media
years.
now, you're really seeing certain shit. So I'm like, boom, I'm like, shit. I walk, I turn the corner, I see mad dudes with white tees. I'm just like, because upstate's not like county. County, they compartmentalize the recs. So A pod goes by itself, B pod. So you only go dudes in your section. Yeah, it's like, in Norfolk, you want to see 14 other people outside, you'll see it.
Word.
So you're right, I'm not, I see mad, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, what the fuck is mad niggas just, I'm like, whatever, whatever.
And everything was.
I'm like, I don't have problems. I don't have beef. So in my head, I'm just, because it's still in your head, you're like.
It's a lot, yeah.
It's still kind of, reserved. But boom, I ended up seeing a dude at the time with Billy. Oh, yo, what up, nigga? Yo, whoa. What you guys like? He's like, I'm good, nigga. They only gave me 12 for that shit. I'm like,
Damn.
you ain't get 12. What you mean? You saying that like, nigga, I can eat these 3,
Right.
4. I'm like, these 4, yeah, I'm doing it again. I'm
only
like, but he
12,
say
but
12,
it's
but I'm like,
perspective, too. It's-
why you say that like that's breakfast?
Damn.
You know, bye, cool.
All right, so you at Norfolk, and then did you hit a minimum? You were smooth
I
at
did.
Norfolk?
I did hit the minimum.
Cool.
But actually, I like Norfolk. So this is why I say prison institution. This was, how I was saying, like, my last bit, I was looking for bullshit. Like, when I went to Norfolk, I was like, you read books, you just know, like, nigga, I get caught up. It's going to be real. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's going to be some real numbers. My cellmate, shout out to him, he just got out. He did 50 years. Abdullah Sabri.
Salute, welcome home, bro.
Yeah, man. My whole unit was, this guy has 42 years. This guy has 45. This guy has 50. This guy has 48 years. This guy got 36. I said, what? I do 20 years in my head, and I'm looking at these dudes like, shit. Like, these dudes, my unit, no one was on the phone. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, shit. Like, these dudes don't play. Like, that bitch is dead. I know guys,
Well, they could been
2 of
down
my
so
ex-wives
long.
dead. My
Yeah.
daughter's dead.
Damn,
I'm like,
that's sad.
So it's like, it makes you take perspective of
Big time.
what's going on. You know what I mean? Like you think you got it bad, but this guy got it bad. You think the streets you was in.
Someone always got it worse, bro. And,
Yeah.
All right, and so we did all that jail stuff, all that prison stuff. We make the best of a bad situation. But now you out, bro, and you doing. Tell the people what you're doing now, because you already told me. I'm already
in
hacking up.
Kendall
That's dope.
Square. I'm in a
It's like the
program called
technology hub
Technology
of the
Hub
whole
of the
East Coast,
world.
of the world at least.
Yeah,
but
or
definitely
close
the
to
East
it,
Coast.
San
You got
Francisco.
Silicon Valley,
Yeah.
but
So
yeah.
it's something that matters.
I mean, everybody's heard of MIT.
MIT.
So what are you doing there, man?
So
Tell the people what you're doing here before I
am
gotta let you
trying
go.
to get the CompTIA IT support. About to get a certificate for that. Try to get Google certified. Try to get cybersecurity, all that good stuff. So that's what I'm doing right now. I've been in it for a month. They teach you how to fix motherboards, networking, all that good stuff, security measures with Wi-Fi and all that. So, and technology is on its way up, especially with all this AI stuff. So,
Absolutely.
with that being said, I got focused based on that bid, based on the individuals I was with, older guys, because they wasn't embellishing. And this is why I have to say that, in a way, was a blessing in disguise. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I say prison institution is what you make out of it. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
I was talking to individuals, they giving me ideas, brainstorming, like they knew I wanted to get out. Like, you know what I mean? People mean well. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said what I said, because I wouldn't have got that change on the streets. So if I had beat that case in trial, you best believe I was gonna be knee deep in the bullshit. Don't give a fuck.
Everything happens for a reason, bro.
Yeah, so-
Everything happens for a reason, man. Man, I wish we had more time up in the studio. But any last things you want to add, my G?
I'm just saying,
Say you got
shout out
somebody that, like you said, your boy, your Celly just came home, and give him
Yeah,
some advice. Give him some advice,
man,
bro, real quick.
stay out. He was always a sharp guy. His
knows.
situation's a little crazy. I wish I had more time, but he's
Maybe not
good.
him specifically, then, but
Yeah,
anybody
shout out to anyone
come
who's
out.
free. Shout out, rest in peace. I hope everybody, their situation, they could flip it. And if you really, in a situation you can't flip, hopefully you come back with a better mind state. You know what I mean?
I love that. Everybody makes mistakes, man. This is, the bounce back. I always like to say it is what it is. What's next? You know what I mean? And don't forget, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment if you want. Tell me who you want to see interviewed. What parts of the state of Massachusetts you want people to come and
Man, shout
get
out
down
to
there, get down to
CMB, shout out to
Cambridge.
the Mass. Matter of fact,
Yeah, this is
man,
Cambridge, Somerville uniting right here, and we know there's a lot of bullshit going on in the streets, but we're not really gonna get into all that because that's not really what this is
so
about.
The point is, my man B. Luke's doing good. I used to hear about him wildly crashing. Now he's doing something good, like I said, and I told dudes, like I told you, like I admire what you're doing.
I appreciate that, bro.
like getting it out there for a lot of cats, and for the dudes who coming home, hit up them resources, Gavin Foundation, hit up Perscola's, hit up. There's a lot of stuff out there for us guys, so don't just get home and just try to get off the ground running. Like do some brainstorm. There's a lot of programs out there for us. They allocate a lot of money for us. So, hit this man up because this man knows people that know people. So
don't forget too to do what was working for you inside. Like for me, I worked out a lot.
Yeah, I was working
when
out.
I stopped working out, everything started to fucking fall apart. I ended up having to go back 90-day county, all that bullshit. So stick with what you were doing on the inside, whether that's reading, working out, or the positive stuff, whatever got you through it, man. On that note, man, we off this. Thanks for pulling up. Stack is what it is. What's next? We out. Peace.
Ain't got a moment when they see you down, there's no